They told you to work hard. They told you to never give up. They told you to follow your dreams. But here's the truth. Most of what you've been told about success is only half the story. And half the story can be dangerous, because success isn't just about hustle, it's not just about talent, and it's definitely not about luck. The truth about success is deeper. It's harder, it's more uncomfortable, but it's also more empowering. It's not something that suddenly happens one day when you get the promotion, launch the business, or buy the car. But what you don't see is how many times they failed before they figured it out. What you don't see is the years they spent showing up when no one was watching. The truth is, success demands consistency far more than it demands perfection. Everyone sees the highlight reel. No one sees the late nights filled with doubt. Because here's a truth no one puts on a poster. Success is built on failure. Every great entrepreneur, athlete, leader, creator, they've all failed more times than they can count. The difference is, they didn't stop. They used their failures as fuel, as data, as direction. The early mornings fueled by nothing but belief. The sacrifices made in silence. Success is not a finish line. It is a lifestyle, a mindset. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And you don't get to control the pace. You only get to control your effort, your attitude, and your discipline. You'll assume you're not cut out for it. The only question is whether you'll spend that time growing or waiting, whether you'll take action or make excuses, that it happens fast, that if it doesn't happen quickly, it's not meant to be, when in reality, the struggle is part of the process. Growth lives in the challenge. Strength is born in the tension. A system of habits repeated long after the excitement fades. If you truly understand it, it can change the course of your life. And if you're not careful, you'll start comparing your real life to their filtered version. You'll think you're behind, that you're not doing enough, that you're missing something. Not in a tragic, depressing way, but in a way that forces you to stretch, grow, evolve. That's why the path to success is often lonely, because most people are too afraid of discomfort. But that discomfort, it's the exact thing that makes you strong. The pain you feel today becomes the discipline you carry into tomorrow. Real success means doing the hard thing even when it's easier to make excuses. It means confronting your own limitations, facing rejection, failing publicly, being misunderstood. Let's begin with this. Success is not an event. But no one talks about that part. No one talks about the boring, repetitive, unglamorous work behind the scenes. You see someone win and you think they're lucky. You will never be perfect, but you can be consistent. And that's where the power lies. Now here's something else nobody told you. Success is painful. Success demands that you walk alone at times. It requires a version of you that most people won't understand. And while we're at it, let's talk about failure. They didn't let failure define them, they let it refine them. But if you believe the myth that success means never making mistakes, you'll quit the moment things get hard. Now let's get into one of the biggest lies about success. That's one of the most toxic beliefs you can adopt. Real success takes time. Time to build skills. Time to develop trust. Time to make mistakes and recover. It may take you 5 years. It may take 10, it doesn't matter, because the time will pass either way. And let's not ignore this. The world is loud. Everyone is posting highlights. Everyone is sharing wins. But what you're missing isn't success. What you're missing is patience. The quiet, focused discipline to keep going, even when it feels like nothing's working. The ability to play the long game, because those who win are not always the smartest or most talented. They're the ones who refuse to quit. It looks like waking up before the world is ready. It looks like studying when everyone else is partying. It looks like building when there's no applause. It looks like failing silently, learning, and trying again. Now I want to tell you a truth that no one celebrates. It feels like sacrifice. It feels like hard decisions. It feels like being misunderstood. But if you can endure that, if you can stay committed even when the rewards aren't instant, success becomes inevitable. Success is often invisible. It looks like saying no to things that don't align with your goals. The truth is, success rarely feels like success while you're chasing it. And here's something else to keep in mind. Success isn't always loud. It doesn't always come with recognition. Sometimes, success is quiet confidence, inner peace. Knowing you gave your best. Knowing you're improving. Knowing you stayed true to yourself. In a world obsessed with status and validation, real success is rooted in, if you believe you're limited, you'll find evidence to support it. But if you believe you're capable, resourceful, and worthy of success, that belief becomes a force. One promise to yourself that you actually keep. Because success is not built on grand gestures. It's built on follow-through, on doing the work when no one is checking. Now let's talk about fear, because every person chasing success has felt it. You just learn to act anyway. The most successful people in the world feel fear. They've just built the courage to move through it. And when you do it again and again, those small steps add up. They've realized that fear is a sign they're growing, that what they're doing matters. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. But if you sacrifice your values along the way, you'll always feel empty. True success is built on alignment. Alignment with your purpose, with your integrity, of grit, with the kind of person you want to be when no one's watching. But here's the secret. Fear doesn't go away. So if you're afraid, Good. That means you're on the right track. That means you're doing something worth doing. Let's shift to one more truth. No one talks about success is not just about what you achieve. It's about who you become. You can hit goals, make money, and get recognition. That's why mindset matters. Your thoughts become your beliefs become your actions, and your actions shape your future. If you think you're not good enough, you'll act like it. Now maybe you're watching this and thinking, this is all great, but where do I start? Start here, start small. Start with one habit, one commitment. Wake up, show up, keep going, whether you feel like it or not, whether it's exciting or not, whether it's working yet or not. Because momentum doesn't come from motivation, it comes from movement. Take the step, even if it's small. That's the truth nobody told you. That success is not magic, it's not mystery, it's not reserved for the chosen few. It's built day by day, choice by choice, habit by habit, and it's available to anyone willing to pay the price. The price of discipline, of sacrifice, of patience. You don't have to be extraordinary, you just have to be committed. So stop waiting, stop doubting, stop asking for permission, wherever you are, with whatever you have, because the life you want is not waiting for you, it's waiting on you.